us. It's probably a good segue from wine to a wine topic. So we're here to talk about a really exciting project that we've been working on and continue to work on for 19 Crimes. We're here to talk about it to inspire you on looking at new interactive packaging. But before I get into it, a little introduction. So I'm Georgia Brunton. I'm a shopper marketing expert. So I've been working in this area for over 15 years, and I think Sean talked a little bit about it this morning around, if you don't know shopper marketing, it's the difference between a consumer and a shopper, so pretty much the user versus the chooser. So I've spent my career in trying to come up with marketing strategies on how to influence the chooser. I love this area because it's all about understanding why humans behave and act the way they do and coming up with really great ideas and strategies on how to influence them. So it's very psychological basis.
Okay, and my name is Tom Lawrence. I'm a Director of Design and Technology at Wunderman Thompson. I'm a designer whose background combines a mixture of experience design, CGI and code. I've had the opportunity to work across APAC, creating award-winning digital products, interactive campaigns, and immersive digital experiences for brands such as Chanel, Nike, Microsoft, and TEDx.
So we're an interesting duo from shopper to tech, but underneath the Wunderman Thompson banner, which is, we call ourselves a creative consultancy driven by data and technology, and we have the purpose across lots of different breadths of skills, but it's ultimately to elevate data and tech to create remarkable experiences that will turn a shopper into a buyer. So that's why the understanding of shopper marketing is key. So back onto the topic of wine. So Treasury Wine Estates is a global client of ours, and we partner them on developing a lot of innovative ideas on influencing shoppers. But in shopper marketing, there's lots of, easy projects, but there's also a lot of difficult projects. And the wine category is one of the most complex. So with over 24,000 wine brands in US, UK, and Australia alone, you can imagine navigating a store and how the design of a store, but influencing a shopper can be quite difficult. On average, wine consumers have around 10 brands in their repertoire, which obviously makes my job even harder. And this is compounded by the fact that 64% of shoppers shop on label, on a wine label, which is the basis of why label marketing is absolutely paramount to being able to convert shoppers, and is also the reason why now, instead of developing store tactics and campaigns to get people in store to buy our products, we now create campaigns and strategies based on the actual packaging. So what is it that it says on that packaging that we need to communicate out of the store? Which led to a really exciting project that we developed for 19 Crimes, which we partnered them to actually create a brand based on the actual label.
So to create something as disruptive as the brand, we needed to think outside of the box. And what we came up with was an AR experience to bring this brand to life. So using augmented reality, we created an experience that brought the characters used on the labels to life. The app transforms each bottle into a virtual brand ambassador, which speaks directly to the shoppers. So from poet prisoners to Irish rebels turned Australian icons, each bottle tells a unique story. What you're seeing at the moment is Michael Harrington's story. He was a British conscript turned infamous convict. Michael Harrington's best known for escaping the penal colony in Western Australia in nothing more than a tiny rowboat. So what that experience did was tell that story directly to the consumer. So we were able to bring these labels to life using cutting-edge motion capture technology fed into AR pipelines. We captured animation data from actors, which was then mapped onto the prisoner's onto the labels of each bottle. These rigged assets were then put into Unity, a real-time development platform, and triggered upon recognition of the label. Next slide. So you've heard about AR today, and in the context of retail, we wanted to add some more stats to this. eMarketer had forecast 21% of the US population would be using AR at least once a month this year. Goldman Sachs was predicting the market size of AR and VR to grow to over 800 billion over the next 7 years. So with choosing AR for 19 crimes, we knew that we were tapping into something that was both mainstream and growing. It was perfect for our audience. So let's talk about the impact. There are over 1.2 million downloads across 70 countries, including one in Antarctica, strangely. There was an average session time of 3 minutes and 40 seconds and a 101% year-on-year sales increase. So as you can see by the graph above, the session peaks often correlated with the sales peaks, which are shown in grey, meaning app usership correlated with sales with volumes exceeding forecasts. The experience was so popular, TWE wanted to create a whole portfolio proposition around AR-enabled labels. From tapping into cultural phenomenons like The Walking Dead to telling Providence stories for Wolf Blass, each experience showcases the unique qualities of the brand, all right in the pocket of the consumer. Wolf Blass is a really great example of how we brought consumers closer to the provenance of the product. On scanning the label, users were transported to the Wolf Blass vineyard in South Australia, where they could explore the world directly in front of them, with the product taking centre stage. The experience featured hotspots where users could learn about the ingredients and the process of the winemaking, as well as a guest appearance for their brand mascot, Nellie the Eagle. Essentially what we're showcasing here is a range of over 24 experiences that we've created for Treasury Wine, which encompasses all of the different brand characteristics for each of their products. So this was developed between 2 production studios and leveraging our capabilities from San Francisco and the Melbourne office. Lindemann, for as an example, is an interactive colouring piece which leverages the brand artwork. Embrazen, which you saw before, is talking about the hidden stories of empowered women throughout history. This has also been translated into 10 languages. Pull out your smartphone and if you go into the camera setting, scan the QR code and you'll be able to download the app. And next time you're in Dan Murphy's,
BWS First Choice.
Keep an eye out for any of these AR-enabled labels and experience it for yourself.
Yeah, because it is such a, I guess, a new area for any liquor brands. What it's enabled us to do is get the retailers on board because it's something innovative and different. So you actually see in most bottle shops they've got really beautiful, big, I guess, standard point of sale displays, which has then given us dual location, which from a sales point of view, which you would have seen there, they're nearly at 2 million cases in the space of 18 months. So it's a huge success story for Treasury, and it was all because they had the trust in doing something a little bit different and also focusing on, you know, a killer stat of 64% of shoppers shop on labels. So let's bring those labels to life and actually showcase the brand and tell the story. Okay, thank you.